Welcome back. We're on chapter 11 of the book of Genesis. I am reading each chapter out loud, one at a time, in hopes that you can better understand and grasp the words that are written. You can catch up by finding the rest of the videos on YouTube. They're listed 1 through 10, and if you really don't feel like doing all that, you can just start from here, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build mortar." Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language, so they will not understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it is called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. This, too, is the account of Shem's family line. "2 years after the flood, when Shem was 100 years old, he became the father of Arphaxad. And after he became the father of Arphaxad, Shem lived 500 years and had other sons and daughters. When Arphaxad had lived 35 years, he became the father of Shelah. And after he became the father of Shelah, Arphaxad lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah had lived 30 years, he became the father of Eber. And after he became the father of Eber, Shelah lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Eber had lived 34 years, he became the father of Peleg. And after he became the father of Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and had sons and daughters. When Peleg had lived 30 years, he became the father of Reu. And after he became the father of Reu, Peleg lived 209 years, and he had other sons and daughters. When Reu had lived 32 years, he became the father of Serug. And after he became the father of Serug, Reu lived 207 years and had other sons and daughters. When Serug had lived 30 years, he became the father of Noah. And after he became the father of Noah, Serug lived 200 years and had other sons and daughters. When Noah had lived 29 years, he became the father of Terah. And after he became the father of Terah, Noah lived 119 years and had other sons and daughters. After Terah had lived 70 years, he became the father of Abram, Noah, and Haran. Family line. Terah became the father of Abram, Noah, and Haran became the father of Lot. While his father Terah was still alive, Haran died in Ur of the Chaldeans in the land of his birth. Abram and Noah both married. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Noah's wife was Milcah. She was the daughter of Haran, the father of both Milcah and Iscah. Now Sarah was childless because she was not able to conceive. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram. And together they set out from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years, and he died in Haran. And that is the end of chapter 11. Unfortunately, it's not that eventful. It tells more of the genealogy of humankind after the Great Flood. And it also speaks on the creation of brick. This is the first thing built from brick. It is the Tower of Babel. And that's what I'm assuming right now, because I'm sure they practice a little bit, but we're not positive 100%. We know that around the same time that the Tower of Babel was built is around the same time that they decided to stop living inside of carved out stones, usually inside of the beds of the ground, inside of rock, or carved out of the mountains, inside of caves that they turned into these beautiful, immaculate ruins that we see today. And we wonder, who made those and how could they make that? Well, it was us. And there was a very advanced civilization of people that were created, that did create homes inside of these mountains, and then began to carve out and move said rocks, not too far away, but pretty far, and construct massive buildings. And then the brick was created, and we were able to build even farther away from the mountainside and the cave. Hung out through all the boring parts into me rambling on about bricks and history. I really hope that you tune in again tomorrow and learn more about the Bible, where we came from, and eventually we'll start learning more about Jesus.